In the shadowed crevices of our shared past, in the twilight between the known and the unknown, there lies a realm where the extraordinary masquerades as the mundane. This ethereal realm, adorned in velvety darkness, is home to those most elusive of phantoms, where stories shape-shift between the centuries, flutter on the breath of a whisper, a fleeting dream, or a chill running down one's spine. Good evening, my weary travelers. My name is Mr. Rook. I am your guide in these enigmatic hallowed halls where we shall illuminate the obscure and whisper life into the forgotten. Here, myth and superstition take center stage, where legends and folk tales from lands both near and far come to whisper their truths. Join me as we pull back the veil of this mundane world to reveal the magic that lies just beneath the surface of our everyday lives and peer into the heart of the arcane. Welcome, dear friends, to SkaryTales. Good evening, and welcome to another episode of SkaryTales. Tonight, join us as we delve into the enigmatic world of the indigenous peoples of North America, a landscape where the murmur of the rivers, the howl of the winds, and the rustle of leaves carry the stories of 1,000 generations. Here, the natural and spiritual worlds are not separate paths, but intertwined roots of the same ancient tree. In the heart of Native American tradition, stories weave a fabric between myth and reality, crafting a tapestry rich with the threads of wisdom, caution, and the deep respect for the earth that sustains us. Through these narratives, we connect to a world where every stone, every creature, and every star is alive with spirit and purpose. Join us as we explore these sagas that have been the compass of indigenous cultures, guiding them through the cycles of the moon, the turn of the seasons, and the endless passage of stars across the night sky. Amongst the vast expanse of Native American folklore, there lies a tale that soars above the rest, the legend of the Thunderbird. This majestic creature, a titan of the skies, paints a vibrant picture across the canvas of Native American lore, a figure of power and providence. Imagine, if you will, the rolling plains and dense forests of ancient America. Amidst the rustling leaves and the whispering winds, a shadow passes overhead, a shadow of a mighty bird so large it cloaks the land in momentary darkness. Yet this is no ordinary bird. It is a deity, a spirit, the embodiment of nature's raw power. With each flap of its immense wings, thunder echoes, while with each cry, lightning streaks across the sky. But the Thunderbird is more than just a harbinger of storms. For the indigenous peoples, the Thunderbird is a protector of the innocent and wages an eternal battle against the forces of evil, specifically malevolent underwater spirits, such as the horned serpent Mishipeshu. One might wonder why such reverence for a creature of myth. But to the Native American tribes, the Thunderbird is as real as the air they breathe and signifies the world's balance. Its tales are lessons of humility and respect for the power of nature, reminders that man is but a small part of a vast and intricate universe. Its legends serve as a bridge, connecting the spiritual realm to the physical world, sacred with the tangible. And as with all great tales, the legend of the Thunderbird is not merely a relic of the past. It continues to inspire, to captivate, and to remind us of the profound connection between man and nature, between the earth and the heavens. It serves as a testament to the power of storytelling, to the magic that lies behind every tale, just waiting to be discovered. In the vast, rugged terrains of the American Southwest, where the desert paints tales of time and tradition, there lie whispers of beings that traverse between the worlds of man and beast. The Skinwalkers, or Yi Nald Lushi in the Navajo tongue. Translating to, by means of it, it goes on all fours, these entities are both feared and respected. Picture, if you will, a secluded Navajo village nestled amidst the rocky outcrops. As the sun sets and shadows grow long, a hushed tale is shared of a local medicine man, once revered, who chose a darker path. By donning the skin of animals, he gains their essence, morphing into creatures of the night, and with each transformation he becomes more and more an embodiment of malevolence. But why? Why would one turn to such forbidden practices? Perhaps envy, revenge, or a thirst for power. The reasons are as varied as the stars that pepper the night sky. In the shadows of misfortune and mystery, the Skinwalkers, alongside other feared witches, were often held accountable for the myriad adversities that befell the community. Their sinister influence was suspected in a spectrum of calamities, ranging from widespread woes like sickness, drought, failing crops, and unexplainable deaths, to more personal afflictions such as unexpected windstorms disrupting sacred dances, the unexplained estrangement of lovers, the mysterious demise of livestock, and abrupt turns of fortune. These unsettling events were frequently attributed to the malevolent machinations of witches. This pervasive fear and suspicion culminated dramatically during the Navajo witch purge of 1878, a dark chapter rooted in the cultural upheaval caused by the encroachment of outsiders onto Navajo lands. Following a series of brutal conflicts with the U.S. Army, the Navajo people were forcibly uprooted from their ancestral lands and subjected to the harrowing long walk to the desolate Bosque Redondo, present-day Fort Sumner in New Mexico in 1864. In this grim exile, the Navajo endured the harshness of unsuitable water, crop failures, rampant illness, and death, which decimated their numbers. After 4 excruciating years, the government acknowledged its grievous error, allowing the Navajo to return to their sacred lands in the Four Corners region. Amidst these years of despair, it was rumored that many Navajo resorted to the forbidden art of shape-shifting as a means of escape from their bleak reality. Meanwhile, a growing belief spread among the tribe that their deities had abandoned them in their time of greatest need. Upon their return to the homeland, although their living conditions began to improve, the terror of the Skinwalkers, whom they held responsible for their sufferings in exile, lingered like a dark cloud over the tribe. Accusations of witchcraft proliferated, igniting a fervent hunt for these alleged Skinwalkers. The discovery of witchcraft artifacts, ominously entwined with a copy of the Treaty of 1868, acted as a catalyst, unleashing a torrent of fear and vengeance. This culminated in the harrowing Navajo witch purge of 1878, where 40 suspected witches met their demise, a drastic measure believed necessary to restore balance and harmony within the tribe. And now, a word of warning to all my fellow curious minds. Should you ever find yourself wandering these lands, know that speaking of the Skinwalker after dusk is a grave taboo. To utter their name might just invite their eerie presence, for their ears are ever tuned to the whispers of the living. But fear not entirely, as there are ways to protect oneself. It is said that the wise Navajo possess knowledge of ancient chants, sacred amulets, and other such means as deterrents to these elusive beings. Nevertheless, always remember to treat these stories with the respect they deserve, for therein often lies a kernel of truth. In the expansive cauldron of legends found within the cultures of Native Americans and First Nations peoples, there are tales of diminutive beings, often hidden from the human eye, yet always near. Known collectively as the Little People, they are spirits of the land, guardians of secrets, and at times mischievous tricksters. Among the Cherokee there are the Nunahi, benevolent spirits who often come to the aid of humans, their ethereal songs echoing through the Appalachian Mountains. It is said that these enigmatic beings live in towns beneath the hills, dancing to the rhythm of drums that resonate with the heartbeat of the earth. Venturing further north, the Ojibwa tell tales of the Memegwesi. Residing along riverbanks and rocky cliffs, these small, hairy-faced beings are often shy, choosing to remain unseen. But beware, dear listeners, for they are known to capsize canoes and lead the unwary astray with their playful antics. Then there's the lore of the Kwaimi of Laguna Mountain. The Ipiliakuma, or little ones, are said to reside here, leaving behind tiny footprints in the sand, a testament to their nocturnal dances beneath the moon's silvery glow. But why, one wonders, do so many cultures, spanning vast distances, tell tales of these little people? Are they just figments of the imagination? A mere tale to be told around the fire? Perhaps they are nature's reminders of the delicate balance we must maintain with the earth. Or maybe, just maybe, they truly are there, flitting between shadows, guarding age-old secrets and watching over us from the corners of our eyes. As we journey on to our next tale, remember, not all wonders are vast, some are delightfully diminutive. Ah, the allure of the mermaid, a universal symbol of beauty, mystery, and the untamed spirit of the sea. But beyond the classic tales from distant shores, the waters of North America have their own siren songs. In the Pacific Northwest, the Salish people speak of the maidens of the sea, or water women. These ethereal beings are believed to inhabit the coastal waters, bringing messages from the spirit world. Unlike the mermaids of popular lore, they don't seek to enchant sailors, but rather communicate the wisdom of the deep. Moving inland, among the Inuit, tales are told of the Kalupalik. They are described as humanoid creatures that live beneath the sea ice. With long hair, green skin, and long fingernails, they snatch away children who venture too close to the ice's edge. But these tales, while cautionary, also impart respect for the dangerous and unpredictable nature of the Arctic waters. Down south, the Choctaw speak of a mermaid-like creature known as the Hashok Okwa Huigal, the river lizard. This being, with its long hair and captivating eyes, is said to emerge during the night, singing songs of old and beckoning to those who hear her call. From the chilly Arctic waters to the warm currents of the southern seas, every ripple, every wave carries with it tales of beings that bridge the world of humans and the deep. And as we stand at the water's edge, let's remember to listen, to respect, and to revel in the mysteries that bind us to the blue expanse. In the icy embrace of North America's most remote wilderness, there exists a legend that freezes the blood quicker than any winter chill. The Algonquian peoples whispered of a monstrous entity, the very embodiment of greed, gluttony, and man's darkest instincts, the wendigo. Imagine, if you will, a once human being consumed by insatiable hunger, a hunger not of the stomach but of the soul. To partake in the forbidden act of cannibalism, even out of sheer desperation, is to invite the spirit of the wendigo. Its icy breath, the herald of a transformation most grotesque, flesh stretching taut over jutting bones, eyes sinking into hollow sockets, and elongated limbs that seem to mock the very essence of humanity. Yet the wendigo is not just a tale to scare children or to caution against the consumption of human flesh. No, it serves as a stark reminder of the thin line between man and monster, the depths one might sink to when pushed by hunger, fear, or desperation. The Algonquian tribes saw the wendigo as more than just a mythical beast. It was a symbol, a warning against the dangers of unchecked desires and the spiritual consequences of violating nature's laws. One may wonder, dear friends, why such tales persist in our collective consciousness. Could it be a primal warning passed down through countless generations, a safeguard against our own worst impulses? Or perhaps, somewhere out there in the vast snow-covered wilderness, the wendigo truly waits, ever famished and ever watching. As our journey through the tapestry of Native American legends comes to a close, we are reminded that these stories, rich with wisdom and warning, are not just relics of the past, but living narratives. They teach us to walk with reverence upon the earth, to respect the boundaries between the sacred and the profane, and to remember our place in the grand scheme of creation. Let us take to heart the lessons of the Thunderbird, the Skinwalkers, the Little People, and the aquatic spirits. These tales invite us to ponder the delicate balance of life and to live in harmony with the world around us. For in the dance of shadows and light, of spirit and flesh, there lies a path to coexistence with the profound mysteries of nature. May we carry forward the respect for these stories, understanding that they do more than chill the spine. They ignite the spirit, guiding us towards a future where the wonder of the old ways illuminates the new. And so, as we depart from these hallowed tales, let us step forward with a renewed sense of guardianship for the earth and all its inhabitants, moving with the grace of the mermaid, the vigilance of the Thunderbird, and the wisdom of the ancients. My dear friends, our tale for this evening has concluded, but our journey does not end here. Visit us again soon. Here in our little corner of the ether, we shall unravel another tale. A story imbued with fear, superstition, and perhaps the occasional sprinkle of fairy dust. We hope you enjoyed tonight's story. Join us again as we delve into the pages of history, folklore, and some things that make us wonder and perhaps others that make us shudder. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to SkaryTales. We're a small channel, but with your help, we'll continue to grow. Together, we'll explore the shadows and the light of the world's most enchanting and terrifying tales. For our American viewers, we here at SkaryTales would like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. May it be filled with good food and good company. Until next time, remember that every tale hides a truth, and every truth hides a tale. Sleep well and good night.